This report is based on a news story that was actually covered by the media.
Late 19th century London. As the Industrial Revolution rapidly increased the city's population, prosperity grew alongside severe poverty and deteriorating public safety. The East End in particular was known for overcrowded housing, unemployment, and high crime rates. In the Whitechapel district, located at the heart of this area, a series of brutal murders occurred. These crimes would later become known as the Jack the Ripper case. The events came to light in 1888. Within a short period of time, several women were murdered in an exceptionally violent manner. All of the victims belonged to the impoverished class and survived through work on the streets. The bodies were discovered late at night or in the early hours of the morning, and each showed similar injuries. The throat had been cut, and the abdomen had been severely mutilated. 5 victims are commonly referred to as the canonical victims. Due to the similarities in the method of killing, these murders are widely believed to have been committed by the same individual. Another notable feature is the short time span in which the crimes occurred, lasting only a few months. The locations of the murders, often narrow alleys or areas near buildings, suggest that the perpetrator may have been familiar with the neighborhood. At the time, the London police were confronted with an unprecedented series of murders. Modern forensic techniques did not exist. There was no fingerprint analysis or DNA testing, and investigations relied heavily on witness testimony and circumstantial evidence. Confusion and fear spread throughout the city as newspapers reported extensively on the crimes. The case became even more unusual due to letters that were reportedly sent to the police and newspapers. Some of these letters claimed to be written by the killer and were signed with the name Jack the Ripper. This name quickly became widely known and brought international attention to the case. However, many of these letters are now believed to have been written by hoaxers or individuals seeking attention. Numerous suspects were considered during the investigation. They included individuals with medical knowledge, people connected to law enforcement, foreign workers, and even members of the upper class. Despite extensive speculation, no conclusive evidence was ever found, and no suspect was officially identified as a murderer. As a result, the case remained unsolved. The killings eventually stopped without explanation. Whether the perpetrator died, was imprisoned for another crime, or simply disappeared remains unknown. This sudden end is one of the most puzzling aspects of the case. The Jack the Ripper murders became more than an unsolved criminal investigation. They came to symbolize the relationship between crime and mass media. Sensational reporting amplified public fear, while simultaneously turning the killer into a mysterious figure. This pattern influenced later crime reporting and fictional portrayals of serial killers. The case also reflects the social conditions of the time. Issues such as poverty, the vulnerability of women, and the limitations of law enforcement are revealed through the historical record. Viewed in this way, the murders appear to mirror the deeper problems of 19th century urban society. More than a century later, the identity of Jack the Ripper remains unknown. New theories and studies continue to emerge, but no definitive conclusion has been reached. The reason this case is still discussed today may be precisely because it was never solved, continuing to draw attention through a mixture of fear, curiosity, and historical fascination.
Many things are happening around the world every day, and unexpected events may occur in our own lives as well. We hope to see you again in our next story.